boy AG Stack coming at you with another video on Sigma Verifier. Is it worth it? Is it worth spending that $700 on a piece of equipment like this? Well, that depends. How much are you buying? Right now, I'm gonna tell you if it's worth it, how much they are, how big they are, what do they do. That's about it. Let's get to it. Here it is. The Sigma Metalytics, I think that's how you pronounce it. It's a precious metal verifier. What is it? Again, a precious metal verifier. What does it do? It checks and verifies your metals are true and are actually what it says it is. How it works, you hit the power button, it turns it on. Now you have to make sure there's nothing on there, and you hit the run calibrate button to start. You hit that, this right here turns red. Once it's ready, this will turn green. So you hit run, red, ready, turns green. And you have all these options. You have gold, pure, 3/9 fine. You have 91.7%, which is 22 karat. 90% American Eagles, Cougaran. Your 98.6, which I think is Canadian, and your Britannias. Here you have your silver, 4/9 fine. You keep going. You got 3/9 fine. Press it again, you got your 925 sterling, 90% pre. This is kind of confusing. They have three different options: pre-1900, pre-1945, and 1960. Sometimes you just got to find the right one and they'll check it right. Even though it might be like a 1964, it's really weird, but it still verifies it and you're able to check that it is 90% silver. You have your 96% Britannias, your Canadian, 88% Canadian, and that's about it for silver. You go down, you have your platinum, if you have platinum, palladium, rhodium, and even copper. Yes, it verifies to make sure that you have pure copper. This is for your calibration, which it comes with this piece that kind of looks like a silver dollar. You put it on there, you hit it, the calibration button, it calibrates it, and you want to do this quite often, so you make sure that your machine stays calibrated and it tests your metals fine every single time. Other than that, you have your bullion. You can go straight to bullion. It's for the 4/9 fine stuff. Silver, gold, platinum, palladium, and that's it. This, I think, if later on they come with another feature, you can probably update it and it'll have that section for it. And other than that, that's it. How it works, again, it verifies your metal. So you hit power, and once it does all that, you hit run, and we're gonna test some silver. We're gonna go to silver, we're gonna go to 3/9, hit run, place sample, that means it's ready. We're gonna test this Britannia. Boom. If it's between the brackets, you have a good piece. Okay, now we're gonna go to some 90%. Let's see if it tests that right here. So again, oh, sorry, forgot to hit run. Place samples, ready. It reads between the bracket. So now this is pre-1900, 1900, and it also verifies in NGC cases. So this is a little farther out, so you have to make sure that it's flat. There's a little bump here. So if you have it up there, it's not flat, it's not gonna see it. So you gotta make sure you turn it to where it's on the actual platform itself, and then it verifies it. If you turn it the other way, it's not so far out and it automatically reads it. As long as you're between the brackets, you're good to go. So it verifies through a case as well, a slab. Now, they come with these two wands. Some come with one, some come with two. It all depends. So what the wand is, you have a little slot here, like a headphone jack. You put it on there, connect it, it automatically switches it to a wand. And then you have to do the same thing. You have to hit run to make sure it's right. Then you don't have to have this on here, but it's easier that way. And then you can go to your gold, and that's an American Eagle. You run it, and then you just put it on there and test for it. These are harder because of the Eagle. It's not flat, so they're harder to measure, but it does measure for you. Now I have a we have a 24 karat gold sample. You hit run, it's already hit run, play sample, and it hits it right there. So these wands are for the smaller pieces that you have, silver and gold. It's hard on the 5 gram and the 1 gram bars. It's really hard to test that stuff. Sometimes it doesn't even test it. But is it worth it? Definitely. It does. They do run around 675 bucks. I think it's the cheapest one I've seen, maybe 700 bucks. And they are pretty small. So this is your bubble mailer right here, and this is the size. This is like your standard bubble mailer that you get in packages. So it's the same exact length, just a little shorter. So this is a 6x9. So that's how big it is. It's pretty tiny. It's not too fat. Easy to grab with one hand. So it's definitely worth it. It comes with a case. You know, it comes with a case for it. Put your stuff in here. Again, your wands, this fatter one, your charger, and Sigma manual, your user guide. So is it worth it? Definitely. I could say that it has saved me from buying fakes. Not all the time does it test correctly, so always go with your instinct. If you feel something is fake and it doesn't test right for the first time, make sure that you try going to a jeweler shop and try getting a x-ray, you know, or just don't buy it. Always go with your gut instinct. But this is the Sigma Verifier, easily found on eBay. There's a couple Facebook groups that the guy who actually made them is in, and he can hook you up directly. But definitely worth it if you have the money to spend on it, and if you're buying a lot of precious metals. I recommend it. It's an awesome piece. I'd say buy it. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know what y'all think.